So here we are, another dose of tempestuous rivalry and heady ambition. It is, of course, the familiar side of the two big Milanese teams preparing to lock horns once more. They've been doing this since 1908, and the contest remains as fiery as ever. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. The Milan derby, one of the most eagerly anticipated games in the world. Yet another edition of this never-ending rivalry, Jim.
Well, Peter, a derby with over a century of history and two huge institutions. It's a game, no matter what the dynamic or the significance, has always been a really highly charged affair that's utterly unmissable, and I expect this one to be no different.
So straight into the action. Yet another page in the history of this grand old rivalry. Passionate, emotional, blood-boiling, sometimes angry, always the same, yet every time a little different. Nesta gets his final warning.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
And here's Shevchenko. And this is Ronaldinho. And it's Shevchenko.
Here's a man, Peter, that inspired so many and always said that success is no accident. It takes hard work and perseverance.
And how he epitomised that attitude. He worked so hard to become a player so far ahead of everybody else.
He boasted a playing style that was so unique too. The first centre-forward perhaps to drop back, use his vision, make those clever little late runs. He is, for me, the ideal teammate. The perfect blend of power, speed, athleticism, technique, noble.
Goes for the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Played towards the front line. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Pull it. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
That is a brilliant interception. And this is Ronaldinho. Bale flashes it across. And he knocks it clear. Cruyff, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Floated through. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nesta tries to clear. Davids. That is ended up in no man's land. Back to the keeper it goes. Dida, the type of keeper who instills great confidence in his back line. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And here's Eto'o. Bale delivers the ball. Nesta gets it away. And it's Yaya Toure. Brilliantly cut out. Ambitious ball here. He's in plenty of space here. And he's managed to get free. Toure getting this one clear. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Now he's got space here. Throw in. It's a quick ball upfield. Pinches it off him. Looking to play him in. Ronaldinho has the space to scheme. And he's intervened well there. And that's really well manoeuvred. Milan, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Yaya Toure. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Bale is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. That's a cute ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Van der Sar gets it clear. And he's forced to go back. He's played it long. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Inter Milan are a team that's fond of the low block. They... Pele! Shevchenko. And it's Shevchenko. And it's Hullet. And the pass is intercepted. Tries to... It's Ronaldinho! And that has fair fizzed. Now it's Pele. Vieira. And he cuts out the supply. Opts for safety. Can he get it through? Now it's Hullet.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Cross goes in there. And it's claimed by the keeper. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Hullet. To Bale. Oh, that's a great run he's made from deep. Looking for the run. And this goes for a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Tries to pass it through, in by Hullet. Thuram can get it clear. And this is Cruyff. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. He's having a hit! And again, he is at his elastic best.
Listen, really must be thinking what more he could have done there. It's another inspired save.
Eto'o tries to clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's being urged to shoot. He's having a shot! Goal! Inter! They're level in a trice!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, you have to ask questions how this has stayed 1-1, Peter. I do think, though, that the way spaces have been found in key areas with relative ease will be a real concern, something that needs addressing, and fast.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. But it has been tight, it's been competitive, each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. Inter Milan get the second half started. It's a pretty loose pass. Messi. Oh, lovely bit of skill. He stands tall and strong. Neither of these two want to come off second best. That's very neat. Messi. Driven in. Terrific effort! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today.
Bale has it in a wide position. That's going across goal. And he's had it nicked away. Knocks it into space. Now he's off and running. Well timed, excellent interception. Yaya Toure is a perfect combination of brain and brawn.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nice looking ball. But he's cut it out. Oh no, that was never going to make it. And here's Shevchenko. And it's Yaya Toure. Chance! And it's a goal! That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Milan with the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put...
Oh, he's having a go! And that's... Oh, shooting chance! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Inter Milan dragged themselves back again.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And he's been shifted off it. Who saw this coming? Extraordinarily, they have been denied as late and as dramatically as can be. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
He won't be happy with that one. Messi. Now, can they get him away? Hullet.
Decent attempt, that, just a little mistimed.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 7.
So changes afoot here and from both sides.
Numero 13. Yaya Touré. Lasciano il campo per il numero 22.
That's Ronaldinho.
Il numero 14.
Good ball, good take.
Il numero 4.
Neymar.
Attenzione, un cambio.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Zanetti. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. That's a delicate pass. Baggio crosses. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. No way through. Martinez gets into a good position. Turns back here, probably the best option. Not the most accurate pass. Makaleli. And here's Cruyff. That has been knocked clear. Mateus. Great vision. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And that should get the job done.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He can run onto that. Ronaldinho. And he gets rid in a hurry. And it's Cruyff. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Has a look and plays it forward. Bale. Ronaldinho. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. He's shifting. Decent chance! And how did he not put that away?
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 11.
So we have movement on both benches.
Numero 24. Ronaldinho. Lasciano il campo per il numero 9. Il numero 25. Cambio
Bale
di
with the
giocatore.
short one. And here's Bale in towards the back stick.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Five minutes left on the clock. Now it's Cruyff. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Adriano. That is good alertness. He's played it back. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Neymar. Always onto this. Dida claims it without any fuss.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Nesta. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Bale finding himself in space. Deflected behind for a corner kick.
It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
Can he finish? Oh, and the referee says that is it. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, I think all things considered, Peter, this was a fair result. Both sides showed the right qualities to try and win it, and, you know, ultimately ended up cancelling each other out, at least result-wise. I think any other outcome, I don't think would have been fair.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.